Welcome to Spooky Saturday, where the stories tend to make you stand on end, and I'm not talking just hair. Your sanity is optional here, so let's dive into tonight's tale.
They say Ouija boards are a door, but doors don't just open, they let something through. And when I was 10 years old, I opened the wrong one. What came out still haunts my sister's dreams. Hello, paranormal poet. My name is Kaylee, and this experience is one that I regret most. I was only 10 years old when this happened. It was October of 2016, right around the time the leaves were falling and the air had that familiar crisp bite of Halloween season. I had a friend over that day, and of course, when kids get bored, they do dumb things. My sister joined us, and somehow the idea came around to try a séance with a Ouija board. 'Cause of course. We thought it would be fun. Scary, but fun. None of us actually believed the board could do anything. It was just a game. Or, at least, that's what we told ourselves. We set the board down in the living room, lit a single candle, and placed our fingers lightly on the planchette. At first, nothing happened. A long silence filled the room, and I remember how nervous we were, but also how badly we wanted it to work. Eventually, the planchette began to move, so slowly at first that we laughed it off, accusing each other of pushing it. But then, it started to feel real. The planchette slid over to yes when we asked if anyone was there. The air in the room suddenly got heavier. I remember my friend whispering, "It's just a game, right?" The questions started harmless. "What's your name? Are you a boy or a girl? How old are you?" But then something else came through. The answers stopped making sense. The planchette would jump around the board, spelling fragments of words. Sometimes nothing at all. That's when the candle next to us flickered violently. At the same moment, the lights above us started to buzz and flicker on and off. We all gasped and pulled our hands back, terrified, until my sister nervously laughed and said, "It's just the wiring. You know the lights do this sometimes." She was right. The lights in our house weren't always reliable, but what happened next had nothing to do with faulty wiring. From the kitchen, we heard a slow, creaking sound. We turned our heads toward it, and that's when we saw the cabinet door opening on its own. All three of us froze. The creaking stopped when the door was completely open. We stood up, inching closer as if drawn to it, even though every bone in my body screamed at me not to move. We were only a few feet away when the cabinet door slammed shut with such force that the dishes inside rattled. We screamed and bolted back to the board. Without thinking, we shoved it into the box, stuffed it in a closet, and ran outside. We didn't end the session properly. We didn't say goodbye. At the time, we didn't realize how big of a mistake that was. For the next few days, everything felt off. But the worst of it wasn't happening to me. It was happening to my sister. One night, she came to me pale and shaking. She said she had woken up to see a dark mass standing at the foot of her bed. Its eyes weren't human. They were wide, glowing in a way that made her feel like her soul was being stared through. She tried to scream, but no sound came out. She told me that it leaned closer and then vanished. It wasn't until we brought someone in, a family friend who claimed to know about cleansing a home, that the activity finally slowed down. Looking back, I regret it more than anything. We thought we were playing a harmless game, but we opened a door we didn't know how about to close. So if you're listening to this, and you're ever tempted to use a Ouija board, remember my story. Because the day you open a line of communication with the unknown, it might just be the last mistake you ever make. If you enjoyed this true story and wish to see more like it in the future, don't forget to hit subscribe if you are new, click that like button for me, and comment what moment did it for you. If you love true, paranormal, scary stories in audio-only format, you are in the right place. So tune in every Saturday at 9 p.m. PST for new stories every week.
Through the static and the silence, a whisper calls your name. A voice that chills your spirit, yet soothes you all the same. In the dark